Hello, I'm Nefertiti. Today, I'm going to be describing the Uncharted trailer. I'll first do a standard real-time audio description, and then I'll do an expanded description. For simplicity, I'll be using names pulled from IMDb.
There are places out there you can't find on any map.
Drake and Chloe explore a temple by torchlight.
They're not gone.
He finds a map in the sand.
They're just lost.
Sony, Columbia, PlayStation, New York City. Drake shakes a cocktail.
Hey, kid. A little young for a bartender, aren't you?
A little old for prom, aren't you?
A study full of artifacts.
Everything in here. Why the map?
This is the path that Ferdinand Magellan took to sail around the world.
You know your history.
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy.
Gold spills from a barrel.
I think you're here because of your brother.
Well, you know my brother Sam?
An engraved ring. Drake steers a speedboat. He swims into a cave to find two ancient boats.
You find that gold, you find him too.
This February.
Who the hell is this? I'm a friend of Sully's.
Sully doesn't have any friends. I should know him one of them.
Drake chases her across rooftops. He dives into water.
You are a collector.
Well, I dabble.
I don't dabble. My family has been looking for this fortune for a very long time. So much blood.
Drake dodges a punch and swings from a balcony.
I'm pretty sure he's just threatening to kill me.
Don't touch your ear like that. You look like an idiot.
Fortune.
You have no idea who you partnered with.
Favors. The
I've been
bold.
dreaming about this stuff since I was a kid. My brother Sam left one final clue.
A cargo plane tilts. People in cargo fall out of the open door. Drake comes to in midair. His foot is tangled in a chain of cargo dragging behind the plane. It slips and he tumbles, barely grabbing hold of another crate. He jumps from one crate to the next, making his way toward the plane. He ducks and a loose crate takes out an assailant. He makes a final leap towards the plane. Uncharted. Drake is discovered by a goon.
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
What?
He throws Drake into the wall.
Oh, crap!
A car slides out and knocks Drake out of the plane into freefall.
Exclusively in movie theaters.
February 18th. And now, I'll be going over it again with expanded description.
There are places out there you can't find on any map.
Nathan Drake looks around a cavernous temple, following Chloe Fraser, who carries a burning torch. Drake is an athletic, young white man with short brown hair. Chloe is a light-skinned brown woman with long black hair and dark eyeliner. The dark, dusty temple has towering columns, fallen-over statues, and enormous covered vases. They knock down a square trapdoor, kicking up dust.
They're not gone.
Buried in white, glittery sand, Drake retrieves a leather cylinder.
They're just lost.
He unrolls an ancient map of the world, represented as an oval with Africa at the center. The map is incomplete, and the land masses are drawn generally correctly, but the shapes are not accurate. Sony, Columbia, PlayStation. The Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building tower above the New York City skyline at night. At an upscale contemporary bar, Drake shakes a cocktail wearing a black vest over a white shirt, with the top unbuttoned and sleeves rolled up.
Hey, kid. A little young for a bartender, aren't you?
Sully, a white man in a tuxedo, sits at the bar. He is middle-aged, with thick brown hair styled short and creases in his forehead and around his mouth.
A little old for prom, aren't you?
A black, shiny luxury sedan pulls away. They enter a large, dimly lit study. Old, large, leather-bound books clutter multiple desks, shelves, and ledges.
Everything in here. Why the map?
Drake approaches a large canvas map stretched in a frame.
This is the path that Ferdinand Magellan took to sail around the world.
He traces a wavy line moving southeast from China, past India, and around Africa. As before, this map is also roughly correct, but the details are not very accurate.
You know your history.
Drake shuts a book. An 800-year dynasty, the House of Moncada.
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy.
Inside an old wooden boat, someone knocks over a barrel, spilling ornate gold pieces like jewelry, chalices, and dishes. On a sunny day, Drake pieces together a building blueprint on a window overlooking a city. It is hand-drawn on 6 sheets of tracing paper.
I think you're here because of your brother.
Well, you know my brother Sam?
Drake holds a ring between his thumb and index finger. It has a dark glossy finish and some symbols engraved along the outside. Drake pilots a small white speedboat out of a tropical bay surrounded by cliffs. In a beige shirt with the long sleeves rolled up, Drake climbs out of the water onto a boulder in a massive cavern.
If we find that gold.
On the far end, a large opening above shines misty light on two large derelict ships. They are European and centuries old, with a few masts each.
You find him too.
Back in the study, Drake puts on a leather necklace with the ring hanging from it. This February. On a bright hazy day, the many spires of Garis Basilica de la Sagrada Familia overlook Barcelona.
Who the hell is this? I'm a friend of Sully's.
In a public garden surrounded by tourists, Chloe confronts Drake and Sully. She wears a fitted leather jacket over a red shirt.
Sully doesn't have any friends. I should know I'm one of them.
Drake chases Chloe through a grid of red clay tile roofs. He leaps off a balcony, flailing his arms and legs. He dives into the water in a cave, pulling himself underwater with breaststrokes. An older tan Spanish man steps out of a shiny red classic European sports car and straightens his jacket. He has short, dark brown matted hair.
You are a collector.
An ornate dark cross of Lorraine encrusted with red jewels is displayed in a glass case. It is a crucifix with 2 bars on one stem.
Well, I dabble.
Wearing a suit, Drake speaks with the man at an elegant party surrounded by a classical art collection. The guests all wear suits and gowns.
I don't dabble.
Sully walks through a maintenance hall wearing a red blazer and name tag. Braddock stops him with a curved knife to the neck. He frowns dejectedly. Braddock is a black fit woman with muscular arms and tightly braided dyed silver hair.
My family has been looking for this fortune for a very long time.
3 black speedboats approach a tropical rocky island. Braddock leads a team of men in tactical gear onto the beach. Drake and Sully stand on a Barcelona rooftop. Sully points off into the distance.
So much blood.
Back at the party, 2 burly men approach Drake. One of them takes a swing. Drake hops his legs over the railing, swinging them from one side to the other in athletic motion. He jumps from the 3rd floor railing, grabbing and swinging through dozens of vertical hanging fluorescent lights.
I'm pretty sure he just threatened to kill me.
Drake talks to Sully across the room with his finger on his earpiece.
Don't touch your ear like that. You look like an idiot.
Fortune.
You have no idea who you're partnered with.
In a red bikini, snorkel mask, and swim fins, Chloe swims up from the ocean floor holding a white satchel. At night, she talks, aiming her pistol.
With
Favors. Inside the derelict ship, Drake pulls on a brown leather shoulder holster. On deck, he grabs a rigging rope and aims his pistol. The Bold.
I've been dreaming about this stuff since I was a kid.
Braddock and 2 men descend the rear ramp of a large cargo plane. Drake holds a weather postcard that reads, "There's a whole world you haven't seen, but you will. Promise, S." He holds a lighter under the postcard and hidden letters appear.
My brother Sam left one final clue.
Drake twists the crucifix in a large wooden keyhole. Chloe and Drake crouch as large darts shoot out of a wall overhead. Chloe kneels in the cargo plane wearing a gray jumpsuit and fires a pistol. A man tumbles out the open ramp. There are several pallets of gray crates bundled into a cube and wrapped in heavy mesh. 2 of the pallets come loose, taking out another man and dragging Drake along the floor as they slide out. Drake slowly comes to in freefall, his arms flailing overhead and his necklace threatening to slide off. He finds himself in the center of a train of cargo, strung together with straps, dragging through the air from the ramp of the plane. His foot is still stuck to the crate that pulled him out. As he reaches for his leg, his foot slips and he tumbles backward over the chain of cargo. He catches himself on one of the last crates and begins to jump from one bundle to the next towards the plane with a mercenary hot on his trail. As he approaches the ramp, another crate falls out. Drake ducks and it knocks his pursuer off towards the ocean below. Drake glances back and then leaps onto the ramp, just as the cargo releases and falls away from the plane.
Guess I'll keep on living.
Uncharted. A burly white man in a suit catches Drake tinkering with an electrical utility cabinet.
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
Drake stares with a furrowed brow.
What?
The man throws Drake across a table into a wall. Braddock throws a rope around Sully's neck and strangles him against a column.
Oh, crap!
The red classic sports car rolls down the ramp, knocking Drake into freefall.
Exclusively in movie theaters.
February 18th. Thanks for listening. I welcome feedback, and also let me know what trailer you'd like me to describe next. Find us at adcomrade.wordpress.com. Audio description recorded by Nefertiti Matos Olivares, written by Kensuke Nakamura and Nefertiti Matos Olivares, edited by Kensuke Nakamura.